Hey, family and friends, how you doing? Hope everybody's well. And of course, another edition of Keshagen Inspires, all right, where I try to encourage you, try to uplift you, and I try to give you information that you might have not thought about before. And of course, all of it is really just to lift everybody's mood, all right? We're in quarantine day number, I can't even remember. Listen, we are continuing to encourage persons. And I had this video, I had this idea for quite some time. I read the scripture, and of course, it brought about the whole idea of this video when we talk about the life of an ant, all right? And so, reading the King James Version, Proverbs 6, verse 6 to 8, it says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, no overseer, no ruler, provided her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest." And so when we look at these verses, so many things can be drawn out. I got 3 points that I want to give you quickly as we talk about encouraging you, inspiring you, and look at the animals we have around us and how do they survive in their everyday life. You think about how small they are, and you might think how minuscule they are. But listen, they have truths that can help you and I in everyday life. So let's go to the first point. The ant motivates itself. What we see here, the ant has no captain. The ant has no overseer, no ruler telling the ant what to do, when to come, how to move. The ant knows what to do and motivates itself to accomplish the task. And so when you look at your life, what are you doing today? Are you setting up your day in a way that you can get the most out of it? Are you setting up your day that you can get the most accomplished? Are your mind and your abilities geared and tangled into one, and so that you can make things happen? All right. So I want to encourage you today to motivate yourself. Now, whether you need to be able to listen to something that's going to motivate you, you need some music, you maybe need to read a book, you maybe need to do, write a blog, whatever it is. Get something that's going to motivate you. As the ant, they don't have anybody looking over them trying to push them, but they push themselves. Number 2, the ant looks out for itself. The ant provides her own needs. She gathers the supplies, literally bread and meat. When needed, she is not looking to someone else to provide for her. It's up to her, and she knows it. All right. And so I remember this quote or this phrase that I would have heard, that when you look back over your life, you look at the last 5 or 10 years, those actions or the inaction that you would have done is the result, it's the sum total of what you would have seen over the same time period. And so it's up to us, ladies and gentlemen, to do what we must do to be able to forge ahead. Even if you get knocked down, continue to move forward one step at a time, making it happen, because I believe that we have it within ourselves to continue to learn and relearn, to add new skills, to add new abilities, and to be better than we were yesterday. Number 3, the ant pushes itself. There is a season for everything. During the harvest, the ant gathers her food. When it's time, when the really hard work needs to be done, she doesn't shy away from it. She pushes herself to gather what's needed when the time is right. And so I want to encourage you to let's do all we can. Let's make the most of the days that we have, and let's put in the effort. When it's time to really put our shoulder to the wheel, let's make it happen. Let's dig in deep. And listen, sometimes you just want to curl up. Sometimes you want to get a good cry, all right, because it's just too much. But I want to encourage you to keep on keeping on. Don't lose faith. Don't lose heart. Don't throw in the towel. But I believe that it's possible, and I believe that you can do it. And so the reward for the ant's industrious work is a bountiful supply of food, and it will sustain the ant moving forward. And so know today that as we plant seeds of work, as we plant seeds of time, as we plant seeds into studying, as we plant seed into showing ourselves approved, eventually, and the time will come where we will reap a reward, where we will be able to look at the bountiful harvest that we would have right in front of us. And so I want to encourage you today to be like the ant. Remember, it motivates itself. Number 2, it looks out for itself. It pushes itself. Number 3, and at the end of it, there is a bountiful reward of not only supply of food, but also to be able to have more than enough moving forward. Plant the seeds today to reap a harvest tomorrow. And of course, another edition of Keshagen Inspires. We do this every so often to make sure that we give you something to be inspired by, something to be encouraged by, and something to be motivated by. Have a great day. Continue to stay up, never below. Continue to forge ahead. And remember, I believe in you. I'll see you the next one.